1, 2, 3, go.
Hello guys, welcome to the video wherein we'll be seeing the Wipro aptitude questions. Also goes with Wipro mathematical ability or the quantitative ability questions, right? Means the same thing, right? Okay. So in this video we're gonna be seeing uh, all the type of questions that could be asked in your Wipro exam. I mean just the type of it, right? Okay. The similar kind of pattern type of questions from Wipro. Top 3 commenters on this video to get free access to newly launched Prep Insta Prime. So guys, make sure you keep commenting on this video to get your chances, to increase your chances of getting the Prep Insta Prime subscription, and that too for free, because that would be really, really helpful for your placement preparation. A lot of companies would be hiring soon, guys, and we will be posting all such updates on our below handles, that is Instagram or Discord or Facebook or WhatsApp or Telegram. Make sure you're a part of all of them so that you never miss out on any important opportunity related to placements. Because what happens a lot of times is, guys, a company becomes active, and it closes its registration as soon as, let's say, they reach the maximum amount of applications that they were expecting, let's say 5,000, 10,000. And for that, you need to be the first one to know about that, right? And for that, you must be a part of all our social media handles to get the notifications and the updates before anyone else could get them, right? Okay, let us not waste much time here and let us start with questions. A very easy question to start with. In a class, each girl contributed money equal to the number of boys, and each boy contributed money equal to the number of girls in a class of 40 students. If the total contribution thus collected is rupees 750, how many girls are there in the class? Okay. So guys, the total number of students given to us is 40. Let us say the number of girls is X. So what would be the number of boys? 40 minus X. Okay. So what is the sum donated by the girls? Each girl contribute money. So how many girls are there? X girls. And each girls contribute money equal to the number of boys. So number of boys is 40 minus X. X girl, and each would donate or contribute amount which is equal to number of boys, that is 40 minus X. Similarly, 40 minus X boys are there, and each boy contribute money equal to number of girls. Number of girls are X. This is the total money contributed. If the total contribution thus collected is 750, so that means this plus this is equal to 750. Yes. 40x minus x square plus 40x minus x square. This is totally equal to 750, right? Which gives me 80x minus 2x square is 750. Let's move them this side. So this would give me 2x square minus 80x plus 750 is 0. Divided by 2, so x square minus 40x plus 375 is 0. 40 and 375. 25 and 15. So the value of x that you would get from here is 25 comma 15. So either the number could be 25 for girls or 15 for girls, and the opposite one is for the boys. The question is, how many girls are there in the class? Could be 15, could be 25. It's a single choice type question, right? Only one option is correct. So which one do you think would be the most correct one? I think option number D. Because if you don't know 15 or 25, that means you don't know the exact answer for the same, and your answer should be none. Because if you're answering 15, could be a possibility it was 25. Could be a possibility it was 15. You never know, right? In such cases, you should mark the answer as none, and that is why they have given you this option over here. Okay, moving on to another question. A question, to be honest, from number systems. S is an integer greater than 351. When S is reduced by 3, it becomes a multiple of 9. Find the largest number that will always divide S plus 9 into S plus 18. You guys can pause the video here. I believe you already have a pen and paper with you, so that every time I give you a question, you can pause the video and start solving that on your own. Right? So guys, pause the video and start it now. Okay. S is an integer greater than 351. When S is reduced by 3, so that means S minus 3 becomes a multiple of 9. Can I say that S minus 3 is equal to some 9a? It's a multiple of 9, right? So 9 into a. I can say that S is equal to 9a plus 3 from here. Yes. Find the largest number that will always divide S plus 9 into S plus 18. What I'll do is I'll substitute S as 9a plus 3 here in this equation. So 9a plus 3 plus 9 into 9a plus 3 plus 18. 9a plus 12, 9a plus 21. What I'm doing is, guys, taking 3 common from here and 3 common from here. So 3 into 3 would be common. Taking 3 common from here would leave me with 3a plus 4. This would be 3a plus 7. So it means 9 into 3a plus 4, 3a plus 7. If I could take out 9 common from this entire expression, that definitely means that this expression is definitely divisible by 9. Now, the question is, find the largest number that will divide this. 9 will divide this for sure because you are able to take 9 as common. 9 would be able to divide, but could be a possibility that something else is the number. To check that, guys, another check that we can do here is, I would say that this number is an even number and divisible by 2. This part basically. Let me change the color of the pen here. Okay. What I'm saying is, guys, this particular part is even. Why? Because one is even, one is odd. When you will multiply odd with even, it will always become an even number. Let us test that. Let us say you put a as 1 here. So that would be 7 and 10. Odd number multiplied by even number, 70. Divisible by 2. Always. Okay. Let us say you put a as 2 here. When you put a as 2 here, 6 plus 4, 10. 6 plus 7, 13. So again, this became even, this became odd now. But when you multiply them, this would be an even number, 130. Again, divisible by 2. So I can say that this particular part of this equation is always divisible by 2. So can I say that the largest number which can divide this particular number always could be 9 into 2? That is 18. So that means option number D is the correct answer in this case. I hope you liked the question, guys, and for more such questions, make sure you're watching this video till the end because there are a lot more interesting questions coming up your way. Another question, guys, a question from simplifications, or you can say equations. If 6 power a plus 6 power a minus 1 is equal to 252, then the value of a to the power a is. Pause the video and start solving this on your own. Okay. 6 power a plus 6 power a minus 1 is given to us as 252. Can I write it as 6 power a plus 6 power a divided by 6? That's what it means, right? Let us take 6 power a common from here. What I would be left with? 1 plus 1 by 6. All right. So 6 power a, 7 by 6 would be 252. Yes. So 6 power a is nothing but 252 into 6 by 7. 7 times 3, 42, so 6. 36 into 6. Can I write 36 as 6 square into 6? So 6 cube. So 6 power a is 6 cube. This gives me a is 3. If a is 3, what is a power a? 3 power 3. 3 power 3 is 27, which is our answer. Option number B. This was a very simple question, guys. Honestly, very, very simple question. The important thing here is the time that you are taking solving each particular question, and that is the most important thing that you should be taking care of. Okay, talking about a question from cost price, selling price, and loss. Here's the question in front of your screen. Can you guys pause the video and start solving this on your own? Okay, so such questions are actually simpler. It's just that you have to be very smart, or you have to think it in a very different manner. If the selling price of 20 fidget spinners, if by selling 20 fidget spinner, the cost price of 16 fidget spinner is realized, that means by selling 20 fidget spinner, the amount that you get is equal to the cost price of 16 fidget spinners, right? Then the loss percentage is, okay, let us say CP of 1 FS fidget spinner, let's say we write it FS. Let's say the CP of 1 fidget spinner is, so what would be the CP of 16 fidget spinners, guys? 1600. It said that the selling price of 20 fidget spinner is equal to the cost price of 16 fidget spinner. The cost price of 16 fidget spinner, I have assumed it to be 1600. So the selling price of 20 fidget spinner would also be equal to 1600. So if the selling price of 20 fidget spinner is 1600, what is the selling price of one fidget spinner? 1600 divided by 20 gives me 80. Cost price of one fidget spinner is 100. Selling price of one fidget spinner is 80. So what is the loss, guys? 20. 20 on, what is the cost price? 100. So what is the loss percentage? It's nothing but 20%. The correct option would be option number D. So this is what is really important, guys. I'm really being very honest here. The difficulty of the questions would be moderate, easy to moderate, right? But it actually depends on the amount of time that you are spending on each question, amount of time that you are wasting on each question. The short tricks, the quickest one to solve would be the one who would get an interview call, to be very honest, right? The more number of questions solved correctly would be the one who would score the best and would get an interview call. For that, you need a lot of practice and a lot of short tricks and shortcuts. So we on prepinsta.com, guys, on the Wipro dashboard that we have practice questions for you. And with the practice questions, what we show you is the analytics. Analytics, which is very important for you to understand how well are you performing, right? Let's say there are 50,000 students preparing from prepinsta.com. It would give you an idea onto that. Let's say you are solving this particular question, practice question for Wipro. It would give you an idea on, you took 20 seconds. So it would tell you that this much percent of students solved it before you, this much percent of students solved it after you. Or let's say you are the fastest one, or let's say you are the slowest one. That analytics would really help you improve your skills or improve your short tricks or formulas based on any particular topic, which would ultimately help you, solving more number of questions become faster, right? So to understand that better, guys, my team would just play a quick video of 10-15 seconds to give you an idea onto how the analytics on prepinsta.com works in real time and how it looks like. So here's a quick video coming up for you. Alright guys, I hope you like that. So guys, another important thing is, so prepinsta.com. If you have Prepinsta Prime subscription, you don't have to buy anything for prepinsta.com. Everything, so with Prepinsta Prime subscription, you get free access to prepinsta.com, whatever analytics that you just saw. So when you have the Prepinsta Prime subscription, you already have all the popular skills, all the popular languages, all the popular coding, aptitude, logical, verbal needed for Wipro, right? There's a section called Wipro Writex. So Wipro essay writing, that is already a part of it. So we have videos on to help you how you actually prepare for that section. We have platform specific courses. We have company specific courses. Wipro is definitely a part of that, right? Wipro, right? Product-based companies like Microsoft, Goldman, Amazon, Cisco, they are all active, and we already have courses for the same. Interview experiences, be it group discussion or HR or puzzle or resume, everything is a part of Prepinsta Prime subscription. So one single subscription and everything is included. Computer science, pseudocode, automata fix, interview experiences is really, really very helpful for your interviews. Not only this, guys, for all the skills that you complete, what you get is Prepinsta's nano degree certifications. So you complete multiple skills, you get multiple certificates from Prepinsta. Apart from that, you also get a complimentary TCS Ion remote internship certificate, as well a certificate from TCS Ion on any of the skill that you choose to do the internship on. So very important, and the certificate would help you a lot in your interviews, right? All those guys, all those Prepinsta Prime subscription, along with all the courses, all the certificates, and prepinsta.com free access is just 1,999 for 1 month. So this is a limited time offer, guys. The 1 month offer might go, or the prices might increase. 3 months it's 2,499. 6 months it's 3,499. 12 months it's 4,499. 18 months it's 4,999. Then we have 24 months, 36 months, and 48 months if you are a second, third, or a fourth year student watching this particular video. So make sure you guys are checking that out. The link for the same can be found in the description of the video. Right? Okay. So we were done with the fidget spinner question. Let us move on to the next one. A question from Ages. It says, Arjun's age 3 years ago was 3 times the present age of Anand. At present, Charan's age is twice the age of Anand. Also, Charan is 12 years younger than Arjun. What is the present age of Charan? A basic equation based question, guys. Can you solve this out? Okay. Arjun's age 3 years ago, right, was 3 times the present age of Anand. 3 times the present age of Anand was Arjun's age 3 years ago. So I can say that, let's say Arjun's AR is Arjun's current age and AN is Anand's present age. So Arjun's present age minus 3 would be equal to 3 times of Anand's present age. That's what the question means. Arjun's age 3 years ago was 3 times the present age of Anand. So we have considered that Arjun's present age is AR. So AR minus 3 would be Arjun's age 3 years ago. That is equals to 3 times of Anand's present age, that is AN. Let us say this is equation number 1. At present, Charan's age is twice the age of Anand. Right? Equation number 2. Also, Charan is 12 years younger than Arjun. So you have all these equations here. And you're still finding the answer. You can just solve it right now. So what I'll do is I'll take this particular equation from here. Can I substitute AR as 3AN plus 3? Yes? Okay. Can I now substitute AN as CH by 2? Right? Okay, so let me take this 2 here. I'll take LCM anyways. Sorry, this is already done, right? So that would be 3CH minus 9 into 2. So minus 18. 3CH minus 2CH would be CH. CH is equal to 18. That is what we were supposed to find. So Charan's present age is nothing but 18. Moving on to the next question, guys, which is a question from simple and compound interest, which says the difference between SI and CI for 3 years at the rate of 7% per annum on a particular amount of money is rupees 210. Calculate the amount approximated. So you're supposed to find the principal amount here. Can you guys pause the video and start solving this question on your own? Because solving this particular question is really, really very important. So here's a formula, guys. Now, what most of you guys would have done here is you would have found the simple interest, right? For 3 years at, let's say, some amount that you would have assumed at 7% per annum. For 3 years, you would have used the same again, the formula for compound interest to find the 3 years compound interest in total. That would have given in amount. You would have found the principal amount from here. You would have found the difference between SI and CI. I don't know how many iterations. I think three different formulas and at least 7-8 minutes. Okay. So guys, this is a standard formula. When you have the same principal amount and the rate of interest and you're supposed to find the difference between SI and CI, here's the standard formula. For difference between SI and CI with same principal amount and rate of interest for 3 years, when it is given for 3 years, this is the formula for the difference. So in our case, guys, what is this difference? This difference is nothing but 210. 210 is nothing but equal to 3. P is what we are supposed to find into 7 by 100 whole square plus P 7 by 100 whole cube. Right? What I'll do is I'll take P common from here. So this would be 100 whole square. 7 square is 49 into 3. 147 plus 100 whole cube. 7 cube is 343. Yes. So P into equal to P into 100 cube I think that's it, right? 14700. So 15043. So your principal amount would be nothing but 210 into 100 whole cube upon 15043. This is it. So when you would solve it, guys, you would get the answer to be 13,000 and something, which would be approximated as 14,000, because that's how the values are given here. So your answer would be 14,000. The values given here were a little messy, guys. If you are lucky, you would get easier value in the exam, so that things gets cancelled quickly and your calculation won't be that tough. But yes, definitely using this formula, that makes the life lot easy, right? Else you would have been using multiple formulas. I think the calculation just to find the compound interest is even lengthier than this. And then the SI is a different part. Then finding the principal amount, because in compound interest it would give you the amount, finding the principal amount from there, separating the compound interest from there, SI and CI, finding the difference between them, equating that to be 210. A lot of equations. But this made your life hell easy, right? So make sure you're noting this formula and mugging it up, because definitely you might get a question wherein this formula would be really, really very helpful. Okay. A question from Time and Work. If it takes 6 workers a total of 10 hours to assemble a computer while each working at the same rate. If 6 workers starts at 9 a.m. and 1 worker per hour is added beginning at 3 p.m., at what time will the computer be assembled? You guys can pause the video and start solving this on your own now. Okay. 6 workers takes 10 hours to complete the work or to assemble the computer. So how much total work is required, guys? 6 into 10, 60 man hour. Cause it say that each worker is working at the same rate. So this is the total amount of work that we have. That is 60 man hours is needed to assemble the computer. Now, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. how many workers are working, guys? 6 workers. How much is this? 9 to 3, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So this is 6 hours. Right? 6 workers, guys, working for 6 hours. How much work would they complete? 6 into 6 is 36 man hours. Out of 60, this much is already completed by 3 p.m. What happens after 3 p.m. is 1 worker per hour is added beginning at 3 p.m. So let's talk about 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. How many workers would be there, guys? 6 were there. From 3 p.m. they would have start working, adding 1 more worker every hour. So 7 worker. 7 worker would complete 7 man hours. 7 man hours of work. Now from 4 to 5, another worker would be added. So we now have 8 workers. They would complete 8 man hours of work. 36 plus this is 51. We are still left with some work. 5 to 6, another worker is added. So 9 workers would be completing 9 man hours. How much is it? 15 plus 9 is 24 plus 36 is 60. 60 man hour. So that means by that particular formula, by that particular way, the work would be completed at 6 p.m. Got that? So this is how you approach to this part. So in such questions, guys, wherever they say every worker is working at the same rate of work, you should always think about the total man hours of work needed, and simultaneously, subsequently start solving your problem. That makes it very easy. You have seen from this particular example how life becomes easier when you consider the man hours concept. Okay, talking about the next problem. In a language, there are 6 different words. A sentence can be formed by at least 2 words. If the order of words is changed in a sentence, we get a different sentence. How many different sentences can be formed in this language? A question from permutation and combination, right? Selecting and then arranging. What do you call it? Selection plus arrangement. That is what permutation is, right? Please pause the video, guys, and start solving this on your own because this is interesting problem. Okay, guys. So in a language, they say there are 6 different words. A sentence can be formed by at least 2 words. And if the words are changed in a sentence, we get a different sentence. So guys, I would say this is a question for pure permutation. That is NPR. What is NPR, guys? Selection plus arrangement. So NPR means selecting R out of N and then arranging them as well. So the formula goes by this, right? Similar, right? You have combination, right? Wherein in combination, the formula is N factorial upon R factorial, N minus R factorial. Why is this R factorial here? Just to eliminate this arrangement, which gives NCR. Now here you have to select, starting from 2 words to 6 words, you have to select and then arrange them as well. So it's smarter that you directly use NPR. So a sentence can be formed by at least 2 words. So first would be 6P2, selecting 2 out of 6. We'll select 2 words and we'll arrange them as well. 6P3, 3 words this time and then arranging them. 6P4, 6P5 and 6P6. You have the formula, so it would basically be like 6 factorial upon 6 minus 2 factorial, right? Which is nothing but 6 factorial upon 4 factorial, which is 6 into 5 into 4 factorial by 4 factorial. 4 and 4 gone, 6 into 5 is 30. So this is 30 plus. The next would be 6 factorial upon 3 factorial. So 6 into 5 into 4. So 120, right? The next one would be 360. The next is 720. And then the next one is again 720. Right? And the total that you would get from here is 1950. So this many different or unique sentences are the one that you can form using those particular 6 words, right? So I hope you guys liked this, right? And hope you guys liked all the questions that we saw here in this particular video. Make sure you guys are commenting on this video because our top 3 commenters on this video to get free access to newly launched Prep Insta Prime. Let me quickly show you, right? So what all do you get in your Prep Insta Prime subscription? It's popular skills like AI, cybersecurity, ethical hacking, big data, AWS cloud, all popular languages like C, C++, Java, Python, basic coding, intermediate coding, competitive coding, DSA in all the languages. So even if you're a mechanical civil student, we have a course for you. If you're a computer science, IT or ECEEE student, we have a course for you. Talking about aptitudes or DI, visual reasoning, crypto, essay writing, which is a part of Wipro, verbal, logical, quants, everything is included. Platform-based courses are included. Company-specific, service-based companies like TCS or Accenture or LTI or Cognizant or Wipro or TCS Digital, any company you name it, we have a course for the same. Product-based companies like Microsoft, Goldman, Amazon, Cisco, Oracle, and a lot more other companies, we already have courses on the same. Interview preparation, right? Very helpful for your interview, right? Let's say HR preparation, HR interview preparation or puzzles or resume. We also have a course for you to, help you with resume building. We have unique courses like Guesstimates and Case Study, which is specific to ZS Associates. We have many cool projects, right? Based on the skills like AI or machine learning that you learn in this subscription, we have projects for you as well. Computer science subjects like OS, DVMS, HDLC, computer networks, SQL, we have all those needed for your interview, right? Coding brushes like pseudocode or Automata Fix, already a part of Prime. Interview experiences videos like, guys, we have real-time short interview experiences videos which would give you an idea onto how to prepare for any particular company for the interview. What are the type of things that they focus on, what are the technologies that they focus on, what are the languages or computer science subjects that they focus on. It would give you an idea onto each and every thing. right? Not only this guide, apart from that, you get certifications for all the skills that you complete on Prep Insta Prime. That is, we call it the Prep Insta Nano Degree certifications. You can get multiple of them if you complete multiple certifications or multiple skills. You also get TCS Ion Remote Internship Certificate complimentary with your Prep Insta Prime subscription, right? With that, the Wipro NLTH syllabus, right? Be it basic aptitude, reasoning, verbal, coding, or written communication, which is a Wipro WriteX section, everything is a part of Prep Insta Prime. So if you have the subscription, you don't have to get the Wipro content or Wipro course for free. That is already included. Everything that I've showed you, all the skills, all the courses, all the certifications, all the language basic courses, all the interview experience courses or interview preparation courses, everything is already included in one single subscription. You don't have to subscribe anything separately. And even if we launch new courses in the future, you would be able to access all of them, right? Make sure you guys are commenting to get all those all the Prep Insta Prime subscription for free, cause top 3 commenters on this video to get free access to newly launched Prep Insta Prime. A lot of companies would start hiring very, very soon, and we would be updating all those on our social media handles, be it Instagram, Discord, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Telegram. We have a very cool community over Discord wherein we run free live lectures for you. We have lot of activities for you, lot of competition challenges going on a daily basis, which helps you earn prep coins, and you can redeem your prep coins to get subscription to Prep Insta Prime as well, right? Last but not the least, guys, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and clicked onto the bell icon as well. Guys, there is a quick trailer coming up for you, which would give you an idea onto the quality of videos that you get with Prep Insta Prime subscription, the quality content that you actually get. So there's a quick trailer for the entire Prep Insta Prime courses coming up. A quick trailer, I suggest you should watch it to get an idea onto the quality that we maintain in Prep Insta Prime. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hope to see you soon in the next video. Thank you.